Pace Morby. If you haven't heard of him, you will today. Phenomenal real estate investor. One of my favorite shows ever. I got 5 pages of notes. I'm not kidding. I took notes the whole time. I got 5 pages of little handwriting notes.
So if you're listening, folks, you can make some dough.
Can anybody get into this who's motivated?
1,000%.
Why aren't more people flocking into this?
This is the formula right here. It's called subject to. Bro, you're making me sick right now. Why would the bank let me do that?
But this guy seemed to come out of nowhere, and he's got an unbelievable following, tribe. He's got a top podcast. He's got the most popular TV show on A&E called Triple Digit Flip. But what's even more impressive is his heart to serve.
Pace Morby is the guy for all things real estate, and he does it all with something called creative financing.
It's going to be everything and anything you could ever want to know about creative financing.
When I watch Pace, you know what I see? I see a guy who got a whole universe of shoelets who told him, you can't do it that way. And he said, it, watch me.
Yo, what up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to Get Creative, a podcast we've been doing for quite some time. Top 50 in the nation. Top 50 podcast in the nation. We talk about creative finance here, primarily real estate, but we also buy businesses with creative finance. We just bought an airplane with no money down the other day. We also buy cars, trailers, other things that we can make money with. I mean, heck, just about anything. Appreciate you guys showing up tonight, Monday night. For those of you guys on the East Coast, it's 10 o'clock at night, and here you are still showing up for me. For the longest time, I used to do this on Sundays, but then I got to a point where I'm like, yo, I just want to hang out with my kids on Sunday. So I take Sundays off now. That's kind of the point of being a business owner, is to pick and choose when you work. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. I want to start out with one of the most interesting articles I have ever read in my entire life. It's actually a thought piece from a gentleman named Marshall Brain, where he talks about how humans will become obsolete and we will become as obsolete as a cockroach in the next 25 years, which then got me thinking like, okay, this guy's obviously just being a fear monger. But then I read it and it all made so much sense. So I am going to share that link with you guys today. I would go to williambrain.com, or I'm sorry, not William, marshallbrain.com. And I would read his thought process on the second intelligent species. It is so absolutely good. It talks about how we got to where we currently are as the human race and where we are going as a species. And also, within less than 10, maybe 15 years, computing power will be so powerful that it will be as powerful as the human brain. Then within 10 years, it will be twice as powerful as the human brain. Guys, this is right around the corner. It is currently happening right now. AI is already taking over. Now, what does that mean for us? Why do I bring this up? Am I trying to scare people? Hell yeah, I'm trying to scare you. Hell yeah, I'm trying to scare you because your job won't be around in 10 years. Your job won't be around in 15 years. Your job will definitely not be around in 25 years. I actually had this conversation on my Instagram stories today where I said, hey guys, what do you think is a job that will actually be around in 25 years? What's a job you know will be around in 25 years? And it has to be an income producing job and it has to grow, not shrink. Name one job. Name one job that will grow, that is income producing, that will be still in existence in 25 years. People are like, oh, doctors, baloney, absolutely baloney. Are you kidding me? The AI is already way more intelligent than doctors. My doctor already uses AI to verify his diagnosis. R.R. Garina says plumbing. I disagree. I think that plumbing will dramatically shrink. Aaron, I think you are right. Sports. There you go. Sports is a good one. Occupational therapy, absolutely not. Guys, stop and think for a second, okay? Stop and think for a second about these jobs. When I go to Starbucks, do I know that my order is going to be done properly? I know this might sound highfalutin and fancy dancy and all of those things, but I go to a restaurant? Let's say I went to a restaurant the other day. It's called Cheddar's Steak Restaurant in Lubbock, Texas. I'm sitting there literally yesterday having lunch, and I'm looking down at the food, and I'm like, first and foremost, the order that I gave you is incorrect. You brought me an incorrect order. So the waiter brought me an incorrect order. I then look at the waiter and I look at how dirty his shoes are, how he has hand marks all over his pants from wiping his hands all over his pants all day long. And then I ask myself the question, do the chefs here wipe and clean their hands? No, they do not. They definitely do not. So I'm relying on human beings to prepare my food. Okay, well, no big deal. That's definitely going to get replaced. Guys, there's no possible way that a chef at a restaurant, other than like a 4-star or a 5-star restaurant, is going to still be around in 25 years. 25 years. I'm not talking 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 25 years. So those of you guys that are in your 20s, you're going to be my age, and there won't be anybody in 5 years. You already have restaurants right now, full on automated fast food restaurants have replaced their employees. It's happening. It's happening. Uber drivers, think about it. Guess what is already happening? Waymo, a company that has driverless cars, is already in existence and is taking people around. Eric, my videographer, I said, hey man, how'd you get to the airport today? We were, traveling to Amarillo and Lubbock. And he says, I took a Waymo. I'm like, how was that? And he goes, it's Waymo better. It's a Waymo better than Uber. Are you kidding me? I don't have to talk to anybody. It's half the price. We don't have to pay a human being to drive a car. Like, the car drives itself. It's more efficient. It's safer. It's Waymo better. And I'm telling you guys, every single thing that you have in your life, your order at Starbucks, why do you want a human being there? Right? Why do you want a human being touching your food? Why do you want to have an interaction with a human being? I think when push comes to shove, the convenience factor of not having human beings at all, okay, at all in your life will be a benefit in so many different ways. Okay. So you guys know there's already robots that are doing landscaping. You guys already know there's robots that are doing house cleaning. You already know there's robots that are starting to cut hair. There's robots that are already, like, guys, go look at Boston Dynamics. Go do the research. You guys think a manual labor job is protected? It is not protected. It is not protected. So when you start looking at this stuff already, you know what they're talking about in Arizona? They're going to make it illegal for a doctor. And they're thinking this is going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay. In the next 3 to 5 years, it will be illegal for a doctor to give a human being a diagnosis without talking to AI. Interesting. So I look at all of these things and I start thinking, what is going to be around? How do you guys read the article? I'm going to give you guys the article in the side chat. The article is super important. By the way, the blockchain guys, that whole blockchain thing, NFTs, guys, that was at the height of the bubble. NFTs are such a joke. Okay. They're such a joke. Think about the applicable side of things. Okay. The applicable side, Skynet will be around. I'm telling you, it's already happening. If you want to change the way you think about the future, you want to understand what is actually happening, think about Wayne Gretzky, right? Wayne Gretzky says, I don't skate to where the puck is. I skate to where the puck is going. That's how I win. Okay. Handler's job will increase. Guys, read the article that I put in the side chat. Read the article. It will change every single answer you're giving me. Right now, everybody's answer is incorrect. You guys that are engineers, good luck. Are you kidding me? No, Halcyon says, Pace thinks NFTs are just art. No, I don't. I understand NFTs. I understand the blockchain. People had me convinced for like a year that like the blockchain was going to disrupt title and escrow at any point in the next 15 years. I'm not convinced. There's things that are way better for the blockchain to go focus on. I definitely believe in Bitcoin. I believe in all these kind of things. Okay. Why doesn't pharmaceutical companies teach how to make our own medicine? That would be beneficial. We're going to be a multi-plant. Guys, so many things are going to be disrupted. And what's happening is they're happening behind the scene. They're happening behind your eyes. You don't see them, out of sight, out of mind. Think about this. 2 years ago, nobody was using ChatGPT. Now everybody in my company is using ChatGPT. Everybody I know is using ChatGPT. Interesting. A politician just used Facebook to run for office and win. That was 8 years ago. Think about what is happening right now. So the point of me bringing this up is getting you to really, truly understand this, okay? Getting you to truly understand what's going to be around in 20 years. What does real estate look like? What is the type of housing people are going to be living in? What are people going to be spending their money on? How are people going to be making money? Okay, think about this for a second. First job that will be completely destroyed, like completely destroyed, dismantled, 90% of it gone. Roy Lee says smart houses. Yeah, for the people who can afford it. Guys, do you not understand what's going to happen? Our economy is not going to get better. Our government's not going to solve the problems. We are going to continue to decay as a country. And there are going to be people that understand how to solve that problem individually. You think the government's going to come together and solve this problem? Do you think the government's going to come together and fix this stuff? They're not. So what's going to happen here's a better question. How long will it take for truck drivers to be completely obsolete? How many years? Like, when I say obsolete, I mean 90%. Are there going to be guys, farming? That's such a joke. Are you joking me, right? The farming thing is a joke. 25 years from now, you're joking me, right? Farming? Okay. So there you go. I love these answers. James Buck says 10 to 15. James Buck is behind the times. 20 years for truck drivers. Investing with Bishop. 20 years for truck drivers. Investing with Bishop. Think about what has happened in the last 20 years and read the article I just gave you. Read the article I just gave you. The compound effect of what is going on right now. Okay. Truck drivers will be obsolete, meaning 90% of the existing amount of people that are employed by trucks driving across the country, 90% of them will be gone in 5 years. 5 years. It's going to start small. You're going to start seeing people buying Tesla trucks. Then other manufacturers are going to come out with other self-driving vehicles. And a truck driving company, right, has a fleet of 50 trucks. And they go, all right, we've got 50 trucks. We got to get more routes. We got to make more money. We got to compress wages, or I got to buy I'll buy a truck that's automated. Let's see how this thing goes, right? That's how it's going to be in the beginning. Like, we'll see how this goes. It's going to drive through the night. It's going to do all the things that you want it to do. It's not going to ask for a raise. It's not going to break down. It's not going to have all these issues. Okay. It's not going to have these issues. Cool. Then that truck driving company is going to go, why don't we have 10 of these? What are we doing? Okay, there you go. Sherelle says Kodiak automated trucking currently existed. Amber, my youngest brother is a farmer, so I guess his land will be worthless when he's 50. I didn't say his land would be worthless. I'm actually getting to my point here in a second. I said farmers will be obsolete. You won't farm. You don't farm today they did 10 years ago, let alone 60 years ago. You don't farm the same as you do today as you did 5 years ago. You just don't. Why? Because there's technology that automates machines already. There's AI that tells you when to water, when not to water, what's the right thing, all of that type of thing. The owners, there you go. Ben got it right here. The owners of things will be around. The owners of things will be around. The person who owns the truck driving company. There will be trucks on the road. There will be deliveries happening. There will be 90% less human beings. 90% less human beings in trucking. So here's what will happen. It will happen very slowly. Then one day, one freaking day, you're going to see 17 million people unemployed in one sector in the next 5 years. Okay. What happens to those truck drivers? Oh, Pace, they go into plumbing. They go into cleaning houses. Oh, yeah, because there's just so many plumbing jobs. Okay, 17 million plumbing jobs, 17 million blue-collar workers. Okay, got it. They're printing houses already, guys. The way they're printing houses now, they are lining the electrical and the plumbing gets laid down before they do the concrete. Those are also being done by machines. Guys, everything in the next 25 years will be nothing like what you see. Nothing even remotely close. Okay. Every sector, financial advisors gone. Are you kidding me? Financial advisors are already on their way out. AI knows way more information and gives way better advice. I can go, hey, if you have this problem, blah, blah, blah. It could ask ChatGPT. Will realtors lose their jobs? Everybody's been trying to get realtors to lose their jobs for the last 10 years. Look at Open Door, OfferPad, Zillow. Look at all these companies. They don't want realtors in their way. 1.6 million real estate agents nationwide. Okay, 1.6 million real estate agents nationwide. How many listings are nationwide right now? 1.6 million. Funny. So that means the amount of listings that are out there in the market allows for the average agent to have one listing per agent. That's far too little listings for each agent. We're overstaffed on agents. We don't need any more agents. In fact, the statistic that everybody keeps saying is that 1 million agents. Okay, Denise Riley says, you're freaking me out. Good. It freaked me out. Guys, read the article. It will change every single thing about the way you think. Marshall Brain. Okay. Go and read this. I'll pull it up for a second. You guys need to understand and read this. It'll take you 45 minutes. It's not just AI. AI is one aspect of it. It's the robots. It's the machines. It's the computing power. It's every little thing. Winner Pair says, what article? It's in the side chat. I keep putting in the side chat. Okay. It says marshallbrain.com/second intelligent species. It talks about how we will be as obsolete as a cockroach. Okay. So what am I trying to get to? What will be around? Here's what's going to happen, guys. The government is going to have to kick in universal basic income. They're already doing it. It's already happening. Google it right now. Type in UBI and your state. Universal basic income and then your state. Here, I'll do it right now. We'll do a little presentation for you guys. You guys think I'm just fear-mongering. This is going to be one of those things I look back with my grandkids and I show them. See, I told everybody. They didn't pay attention. They just said I was bumming them out. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's go universal basic income USA. Ooh, the idea of a universal basic income blah, 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 is nothing new, touted by its proponents. Okay, cool. Is universal basic income possible in the United States? Guys, it's already happening. Let's check this out. The shortcomings of okay, let's type in. Oh, here it is right here. Universal basic income to the Texas Supreme Court. There you go. It's already starting. Harris County is looking to give some residents free money as a part of universal basic income. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has stepped in to stop it. The Fox Texas trio. Guys, this is happening. It's already happening look it up in California. The government is just giving money to people so they can survive. Okay. There you go. Already happening in Austin. Don't let the truth bum you out. Learn how to get it. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Learn the game. Okay. So who's going to survive? I want you to write down who's going to survive. You got a 9 to 5? Good freaking luck. Good freaking luck. 25 years from now, guys, I don't care if you're a doctor, you're a lawyer. Name something a doctor knows better than AI today. In fact, would you feel comfortable going to a doctor right now and a doctor diagnosing you based on his singular experience in his singular life without verifying with AI that is tapped into all medical journals and all other medical information nationwide over the last 500 years of information. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? You don't want a human being. You guys sit there and go, oh, we always want a human being. Somebody told me today, oh, no, I want a therapist human being. Bullshit. You want a therapist as a human being. I think people need therapy for sure. I'm not discounting therapy. But think about this. Do you want to tell a robot that has collective information from all other therapists in the history of the world that's not going to judge you? And more importantly, I can tell you there's therapists, okay, buddies of mine, friends of mine will tell me, dude, the therapist that we go to, my couples therapist, it has it out for me. They're attacking me. Now, whether that's true or not, okay, you have a therapist, a human therapist that ironically also has trauma and needs therapy on their own. An AI ran therapist in 5 years will be unrecognizable between the difference between a human and AI in 5 years. Okay. Stephen Halstead says it. He says, the AI will not be biased. Won't be biased. I'm going to have an AI that will tell me advice based on thousands, if not millions and millions and millions and millions of case study based on other relationships and how everything worked out. And it will actually give me an unbiased piece of information. I don't now when you really think about it, I don't want a human being giving me advice anymore. Then think about the generation. Okay. Think about the generation turn. Our kids already don't want to have driver's licenses. Our kids look at how people are not getting married. People are not having kids, and less people are even having sex. And while I understand this is a real estate and finance channel, guys, these are important things because the demographic of people that rent property from you or buy your product from you are people that you need to understand these demographics. People are not having sex as much as they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. People are not getting married. They're staying with themselves. The world is changing. Okay. The world is absolutely changing. Okay. Let's look at the facts of the matter. Okay. Let's look at population growth. Okay. In the United States. Let's talk about man, I don't want to Google that. I was about to Google like how frequently people have sex, which is an important thing. Like people are just not motivated to do the things anymore. Okay. This is interesting. Currently, Japan offers a lump sum grant, $4,900 to new parents for each child. Okay. Am I trying to bum you out? Am I trying to get you pissed off? No. I'm not. I'm trying to get you to understand the only thing I can think of that will not be disrupted. What is the only thing I can think about that will not be disrupted? Let's think about it. Owning affordable real estate and renting it to people, either A, that the government subsidizes, or B, they can afford it. That's it. Should you go build a portfolio over the next 25 years? Let's think about a portfolio in a 25-year time horizon, okay? When Ken McElroy, one of my heroes, Ken McElroy is he's an unbelievable investor. When he was building his empire, he had the luxury of looking at things with a 30, 40, 50-year time horizon because no time during his investing career did the demographics of his tenants change as dramatically as the demographics of our tenants will change. Okay. Think about that. You can't have a 25-year time horizon anymore. You have to have a 5 to 15-year max time horizon on your investment. So let's say I go out and I start buying, this is an obvious no-no. Okay. Stay away from luxury. Stay away from luxury homes. So $2 million, $3 million homes, but Pace, they make amazing Airbnbs. Bro, those are going to be homeless encampments in 10 years. Okay. Or you're going to somebody's going to turn those into co-living. Okay. Co-living is something that in 25 years, do you think co-living is going to be a massive thing in 25 years or less significant than it is today? Okay. Section 8 has already, guys, Section 8 has already run out. Stop. It's not just Section 8. It's all government programs and all affordability. Okay. There we go. I'm telling you, Lance, we're telling you right now, what should we do in this case if AI is the new phenomenon? Buy real estate with creative finance. Okay. Buy real estate with creative finance. You can wholesale it. You can fix and flip it to get today money, but you need to buy and hold real estate because the owners of real estate are the only people that AI will not disrupt. Okay. That's it. Larry Parsons says, are you saying your home in Mesa will be an encampment? No, because my real estate that I own will continue to pay my ability to stay in this home. But when I watch people that they're going out and building Airbnb portfolios with hyper nice houses and luxury markets, guys, stay away from that crap all day long. Okay. Okay. Investing with Bishop. Okay. Being a little aggressive here. He likes to be the opposite of me. It's great. I love the contrarian thoughts. Okay, a $3 million ski cabin in Big Sky Resort will not be government housing in 10 years. You're right. Because the people who own that property are not doing it as an Airbnb. Okay? They own it as a second home, a third home, a fourth home, maybe even a home they never even go to. We are not talking about the 1%, my friends. We are talking about real estate investors that are trying to get into the game. Write down all the strategies you could do. Luxury homes to Airbnb. Cross that off the list right now. Never, ever, ever do that. Done. You're out of here. Don't do it. Okay. Why aren't we seeing more tiny home communities? Bro, are you kidding me? Every tiny home manufacturer in the country is booked out years in advance. The manufacturers in the United States have 100x'd. Do you know how many tiny home manufacturers there are in the country? There are so many that are overwhelmed by the demand. Okay. So many overwhelmed by the demand that people are now building their own tiny homes. Okay. So let's check this out. You want to see something super interesting? The government of Colorado just built their own tiny home community because they could not get the demand of their investors up fast enough. So check this out. Oh, if no one knows how to pay rent, won't government just take it? Yes. Kim, we just talked about universal basic income. Universal basic income. Look it up. Watch a YouTube video about it. Universal basic income. It means everybody's on welfare. So what does that mean for you? What it means for you is if you don't own real estate and you don't have passive income and you don't own anything, the wealth gap, guys, the wealth gap is so scary. If you are not tracking the wealth gap, I sound like Alex Jones right now. Holy crap. Okay, let's look at an image of the wealth gap over the years. Okay, the wealth gap has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so I got the little image for you guys. We can pull this up. Federal Reserve of St. Louis has got this really, really great deal. Okay, this is scary. It's subtle. Okay, it's subtle, and people just don't notice it because it's so subtle and it grows so slow, but it does grow. Check this out. In 2008, the typical white family, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is black and white. Got it. No problem. But still, same thing. See the wealth gap? Okay. They look at the difference here. Okay. They grew 28,000. They grew $41,000. Basically, the growth between here and here was more than the entire income of the person down in the lower income bracket. Here you go. Here's the least educated families were the only group to see a loss in median wealth between 2016 and 2018. So it's down here. So check this out. Okay. Highly educated people, boom, the wealth gap, $484,000, and people way down here, $79,000. Okay. Interesting. The average American, there you go. Guys, I'm telling you, this is just it's so interesting. You guys see all these companies buying up all the real estate. They're inflating interest rates to keep you from being able to buy real estate. So meanwhile, Blackstone and BlackRock are going in and gobbling up homes and buying houses. House prices have actually gone up. Okay. Don't let people lie to you. There you go. Selling a house to a hedge fund is not helping the situation. Well, it depends. Here's what I would say. If I'm going to wholesale a house to a hedge fund, I better be taking half of that money and investing it into my own property. Okay. It's not BS. A lot of this stuff is not BS. It is absolutely true. Maj says UBI will drive up taxes for most people that don't own any assets. That is 100%. So here's how you protect yourself. Here's the goal. I'll give you a specific number. In the next 10 years, you should have 25 rentals. In the next 10 years, you should have 25 rentals. And I think you should have those 25 rentals in the next 3 years, maybe the next 4 years. In the next 10 years, you're done. I don't even know that I'll be teaching and helping people anymore. I think that Pandora's box will be so wide open that the ability for people to jump in, the wealth gap will be so significant, and the power at the top will be so powerful that the people trying to jump into the game, it will be so burdensome that less than 1% of 1% of 1% of people will be able to break out of poverty because the wealth gap and the power at the top will be nearly insurmountable. And so I look at it, I'm like, okay, what's the one thing that will help people? Should they all become doctors? No, because doctors, as of right now, there are robots that are doing surgeries being supervised by doctors. Okay. There's robots that are literally doing minor surgeries, okay, opening up skin, stitching without a human touch. That is already happening. Look it up. It's already happening. So if you guys are like, oh, doctors are going to be around in 25 years, really? Really? When did Uber become a thing? In fact, now it's like Uber's a part of our common nomenclature. And we talk about Uber as if it's a normal thing. When did Uber start? Uber started in 2009 and did not gain mass adoption until 2013. So Uber's been around 10 years. Now it's already being replaced by Waymo and Google, and Apple's coming out with a driverless car. Okay. 3D printing houses. So people, framing, the trades. Pace, would you pay over fair value for a sub 2 you're going to live in? Lawrence Swartz, every homeowner, whether it's sub 2, okay? Every homeowner, whether it's sub 2, seller finance, cash, or they go out and get a loan from US Bank or anybody else, every single homeowner pays over retail value for their home. Every single homeowner. Every single homeowner. Okay. There you go. Jamie says it. He says, some of these cars are driving themselves now. Yet there's people, I'm going to let you know right now. Jamie knows this. Jamie, there are people right now on this live that hearing that somebody has a driverless car, that's news to them right now. Okay. There you go. There is in-home robots that will fold your laundry, do your dishes, etc. It is out. Go watch a YouTube video about Boston Dynamics. Okay. Go watch Boston Dynamics and the rapid speed in which they are building robots. Guys, fast food restaurant. Let's do a little bit of research. Let's watch. I think this is fun. I think people need to understand the power and understanding that you need to own real estate and everything else is baloney. An absolute waste of your time. Everything else is an absolute waste of your time. Keep your job. I'm not saying quit your job. Keep your job. Go get real estate. Use creative finance. Get real estate. Owning real estate and getting paid by the government to house other people is the way to do it. So check this out. Boston Dynamics robot. Ooh, okay. People are like, oh yeah, you know what? My job's going to be around. Have you guys seen this robot? Have you seen what this freaking guy can do? Have you seen this series of robots that is so unfreaking believable? Let's check this out. Let's watch a video. Okay. All new Atlas. Watch this. Tell me that a doctor is not going to be replaced in 25 years. Watch this. It can go any which way. This is not AI doing this video. This is a real robot doing this. This is all real. This is happening right now. Do you know what they looked like 2 years ago? Just 2 freaking years ago, they looked so. It looks like people were like, "Oh, it's going to take them 25 years. It's going to take them 25 years to do anything significant." 2 years later, that's what they got. Okay, that's what they got. And yes, Josh Hop. Somebody says to me, "Oh, police officers will still have a job." Are you kidding me? That's the first freaking people that will go. Think about public riots and how dangerous a police officer is. Think about the insurance that the police department has to pay. Think about nobody wants to be a police officer anymore. Do you see how hard it is for New York City to recruit police officers? Okay, check this out. Nick says there's already robot soldiers too. Okay, perfect. Now we're all on the same page. You guys think we're joking around here. Y'all are like, "Oh yeah, my job's safe." Financial analysts, you're gone. Nurses, you're gone. Doctors, you're gone. Engineers, why would we need you even in 5 years? What? Are you joking me? Why would I need an engineer? All the collective intelligence. Guys, think about this. A human being takes 18 to 25 years to raise, feed, etc., educate, just to become a basic member of society. 18 to 25 years. A robot takes in immediate artificial intelligence that has more powerful computing technology than a human brain does. In 10 years, that will be the case. In 10 years, that will be the case. Alex Watson says, "Yes, spouse is gone." Guys, it's already happening. People are already saying, "I'm not getting married. It's too expensive. I don't want to do the hard thing. I don't want to go through it. I'm so glad I'm married. I love it. I'm a traditional dude. I love everything about it. I'm fearful of this." Okay. Next says, you got to ask what these robots are really for. They will be for everything. How about using that money to fix our bridges and overpasses that can crumble any day? Good luck. They're not going to do that. Why? This is what you guys have to understand. The government is not the ones building these robots. Private enterprises that make money and are financially incentivized to chase AI and chase all of this. Literally, how many people do you think right now are on the planet right now? How many people are on the planet right now that are chasing AI, chasing robotics, chasing all of these things that are going to change everything about our life? How many people are chasing that, inventing, creating, doing all of those things? Is it 10,000 people? Is it 1 million? Is it 10 million people? I can tell you the number that I've heard is over 200 million people are currently chasing after AI technology, in the sense that they are developing, researching, and building things that will absolutely 150 million people. Out of 8 billion right now, 150 million people are dedicated to all of that. Okay. You think the government's going to stop? Guys, think about this. This is the craziest thing too. How did Donald Trump win the 2016 election? I don't care whether you're a Republican, Democrat. Don't come to me with your Republican BS. Okay. A says, how do I underwrite my deals? Here, let me show you. Here's how you do it. This is why AI will destroy you. Just so you know, I'm going to show you why AI is going to destroy you too. Watch this. Pace Morby Underwrite. Here's what you do. Go watch my videos. How to underwrite a deal. See this one right here? 1 year ago, my wife, underwriting, the Morby method, how to spot a bad deal. Is this deal worth it? Sunday service, underwriting subject to deals. Go watch these videos. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Okay. Amber Burden says, oh, he had a slogan, make America great again. Okay, Amber. How did he get the slogan out there? Facebook. Facebook is what allowed Donald Trump to market so incredibly well. Facebook. Did the government build that platform, or did the government after the platform was built, go, oh my gosh, that Facebook platform that somebody else built. Robert Hardy says marketing and rallies. Nobody sees your rallies unless it's on Facebook and Instagram. The freaking politicians use the platforms that are built by private companies. So I want to point out to you guys, people are like, oh, we should spend our tax dollars better. They're never going to change that, guys. No politician is going to be a good politician. You're never going to be happy with the politicians. You're never going to be happy with the politicians. You've never been happy with the politicians. Never. They're not going to fix the bridges. They're not going to do the things. They're going to promise all the things to you, and they're never going to do it. And it's so divisive. The Democrats, the Republicans, the independents, everybody's so divisive against each other that nothing's going to get done in the government. So this whole government thing of like, oh, we need better politicians. You will not be able to put better I'm talking to you. You, me, the 400 people that are on here. Is physically impossible for us to change the politicians. We are not powerful enough. We are not powerful enough. Your vote does not matter. You've been lied to. There you go. It's by design. They want it this way. They make you believe that it freaking matters. They get you all into their BS. Guys, the only thing that you should be doing is buying real estate with creative finance, putting it in your portfolio, and being smart with your money, because change is happening behind your back every single minute. What's going to happen is universal basic income is going to be where most people get paid. Most people are going to get paid through universal basic income. That's Pace, how are you utilizing AI to grow your portfolio? Does all of our outreach, sets all of our appointments, manages a lot of our books, manages a lot of our finances. We make decisions, and then we go, is this a good decision? We ask ChatGPT or we ask other AI, all sorts of things. Okay. All sorts of things. Yeah, there you go. Propaganda is finance. Your vote doesn't count. Okay. And even if it did count, have you ever had a politician where like, wow, you've really made some amazing change? You've really made some amazing change. Yeah. Rosario says, I'm curious to see how this will play out. Here's how this will play out. People like me are planning for it. We are creating against it. And I am going and building something. I'm building a portfolio. And guess what I'm doing? Write this down. This is what you should be doing. You should be building a portfolio of affordable housing. You should be building a small portfolio of single family homes. That's how you should get started. Write this down. I'm giving you the game plan. Don't do what I do. Okay. I did it all wrong, which in essence, I did it right because I got started and I did the right thing and I learned through my mistakes. Here's one of my biggest mistakes. Okay. I went after Airbnbs. Stop doing Airbnb. Just stop. Stop. Airbnb is not the way. Will Airbnb be affordable for people? If affordability, let's ask this question. Is affordable housing going to be solved anytime soon? Ryan says, can you talk about your most recent deal? Yeah, I just posted on my Instagram story this morning. It's a multifamily deal I bought in Lubbock and Amarillo. Okay. We will be a Section 8 government subsidized, okay, HUD voucher system. Is affordability going to get worse or better? Put Trump in office. Is affordability going to get worse or better? Did affordability get better when Trump was in office? Did Trump make it better? Did Biden make it better? Did Obama make it better? Every single politician made it worse. Okay? Every single politician made it worse. It's more expensive. Their policies are only to benefit them. Okay. There you go. This is interesting, right? I love this. This is a great comment. It's annoying how we want to provide affordable housing through ADU, but stupid zoning laws are hard to make it do it. Okay, here's what's interesting. This is what's interesting. The politicians are going to start building their own government housing And what's going to happen, this is already happening in California. The county of LA is already building their own affordable housing to house homeless people. Okay. They're going to go around you. If you don't get ahead of this, the government get around you and they're going to provide the affordable housing for you. You need to get ahead of this. You need to provide affordable housing to the marketplace. Pace, oh my gosh, how do I do that? Guys, go to the YouTube channel. Type in, how do I buy a house subject to? How do I buy a house seller finance? How do I go get a property? Get a property in your portfolio. If you're out there wholesaling, wholesale 3, buy 1, wholesale 3, buy 1, wholesale 3, buy 1. Okay. This was one of my biggest problems I ever did. There you go. Rental arbitrage is the biggest scam of all time. Okay. You don't own the property. Stop doing arbitrage. Okay. Are single family homes included in affordable housing? No. You want to see one of my favorite houses? Let me show you one of my favorite houses. And I'll show you, this is a house I bought seller finance a couple of years ago. And I do love this house so much because I think that it's a vanity thing, to be honest. Let's go through this. I'll kind of talk about this for a second. 78 Maddox in Atlanta, Georgia. I love this house. Let's see on Zillow. It's okay. Estimated market value 1.466. Okay. I bought it for Home Details. Home value. Okay. I bought it. She tried to list it in 2020. No. Listing removed. Listing for rent. Okay. Got it. So I bought it coming on 4 years. I bought it for $1,025,000. Okay. I got really great seller finance terms on it. It's gone up $466,000 in value. That's pretty cool. I have not been able to cash flow really well on this. It's done okay. Okay. It's done okay. This is an Airbnb. It's done all right. Honestly, like this here, let me show you this house. This house, 2720 North Sterling in Mesa, Arizona. This house right here, I bought, so this one's worth, let's see what, the Zestimate here is like 600 grand. This house is worth like 600. The interior renovations are all done. It's awesome. I originally bought this for, okay, 372,788. I bought it subject to, I bought it with no money down. I took over the guy's payments exactly at that number, 372,788. The property's worth like 600 grand and it makes me $3,000 every single month on Airbnb. Well, guess what happened with Airbnb, my friends? Last week, this property's been producing for me for nearly 4 years. When did I buy it? 2019? Almost 5 years. Holy crap. So this thing's been producing for me. It now has 4 beds and 2 baths. I did add another bedroom to it, and it's an awesome property. This house, sadly, I can't do Airbnb anymore. I cannot do Airbnb anymore. There's regulation in my HOA. Oh, how is that? That's so weird that you guys can't see that. Here, I'll pull it up. Sorry. I don't know what, that's so interesting. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Share this tab instead. Here's this other house. Okay. So I bought this house. It's an Airbnb, single family home. Is this affordable housing? If my only way to make money on this is an Airbnb? No. Because the second Airbnb comes in and can't be done, and the HOA comes in and somebody regulates you, your income's gone and your ability to make money on that house is gone. Okay. So is that what I should be focusing on? Are we trying to build a legacy here? Or are we trying to build a 2-year business? Ask yourself that question. Do you want to build a legacy here? And how many years is a legacy? Is it 5 years? Ben says, can you explain affordable housing? Yeah, Ben, here's what you do. A 5-year-old can Google. So let's Google it together. Okay. Check this out. I'll show you. Where do you live, Ben? Check this out. First thing I want you to do is I want you to Google, what is the average rent in Phoenix? I bet you it's somewhere around, okay, yeah, because the average rent in Phoenix is $1,350. Okay, $1,350. Okay, so a 3-bed, $2,000. That means anything below this is affordable. Okay, that's affordable housing. Anything below, actually, I shouldn't say that. Okay, I'd probably say anything. This is what the IRS deems as affordable. Is if I'm doing affordable housing, I can do a 501(c) and I can avoid taxes by having like a charity that focuses on affordable housing. If my housing is less expensive than the average rent, then therefore the IRS deems that I'm in affordable housing. So check this out. The average person renting a 3-bedroom house, $2,000 a month, 2-bedroom. Okay, that's Arizona. Okay, Arizona. How much does it cost for me to rent a pad split property? $875 a month. Somebody could live in one of my houses for $875, utilities included, internet included, cleaning included, and landscape included. And it's an actual house, not some box. Okay. So co-living is affordable housing. Go on my YouTube channel, watch all the videos you can about pad split, me walking around my properties, breaking down the deals. How did I buy the deals? Where did I come? Guys, I am telling you, is co-living is going to dominate the landscape. We can't put enough houses on co-living. We can't do it fast enough. We cannot do it fast enough. Okay. We take a single family home. We add a living room. Here, I'll give you a house that I just bought, actually. Just bought this a couple days ago. A lot of the sub-2 students saw me make this call to the seller. Her name is Sherilyn. Great call. How many people saw that call I did with Sherilyn? All right, so I made a call with Sherilyn. And here's her house. Okay, she's got one bedroom here, another bedroom here, and another bedroom here. So she's got 4 bedrooms. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got bathroom and then a bathroom over here. So she got 2 bathrooms. She's got a garage. This is her little entry. This is her garage. And here's her kitchen over here. We are going to take her living room, this little section here, and we're going to turn into another bedroom. And we're going to turn half of the garage into another bedroom. And we're going to take half of the den. Sorry, the way the house is laid out, it's kind of funky. But the way the house is laid out is like this. Okay, so we're going to put a bedroom in the back den back here as well. So we'll have bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bedroom 4 existing, bedroom 5, we get bedroom 6, and bedroom 7. I'm taking a single family home. Okay. Single family home, and I'm going to be able to take I bought the house subject to the payments to the sellers, $2,000 a month, and I'm bringing in $5,600 a month on renting it out by the room. I did. I took out half the garage. I don't want 8 bedrooms in this house. I want only 7. Renting it out by the square footage of the house is 2,000 square feet. It's like it's actually like 1,850. Okay. Where are they going to hang out? That's a lot of people for no living. So Nadi, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to my YouTube channel. I know you're already probably on there, obviously. And I want you to type in Pace Morby pad split. Okay. And you're going to get like a master class at what pad split does, how we use it, all that kind of stuff. Let's go to YouTube. I'll do a little screen share for you. I want you to go to do some research, because everybody that has ever done an Airbnb, you're going to regret it. I regret every Airbnb. I don't regret every Airbnb. I just wish I spent the time and the energy, okay, on affordable housing rather than spending the time and the energy on Airbnbs. I would have been way better off. Pace Morby pad split. Okay. Here we go. This is actually the owner of Pad Split. This is a really great Pad Split deal I broke down. Here's another Pad Split deal I broke down. Here's another Pad Split. Oh, this is one of my most recent Pad Splits right here. Breaking down the numbers, what it looks like. You can see, let's see if we can hover above it. Cute little house. Check it out. Right there across the street from the single family home that I could rent out just regular to one tenant. But people can't afford that anymore. There's Luciano, one of our students. He made 19 grand selling the deal to me. There's Tigger. She was my private money lender. Cool. Go watch that. What will HOAs do? They can't do really anything. I mean, you're talking about a protected class, people that cannot afford housing, right? Government, are you renting to students? No, not renting to students. So if you go to splityourpad.com, okay, that's where you go to learn about pad split. Splityourpad.com, splityourpad.com. Let's go there. You can actually go on there and act like a resident and look for, ooh, what the heck? Okay, so you can go, let me find a room. Watch, check this out. Find a room. Phoenix. And it's going to give me all the rent by rooms. Look at this. $200 a week, $216 a week, $189 a week. Look at all these houses. Y'all didn't even know this was going on. Y'all had no idea that this was going on. Look at all these rent by the room houses. $245 a night or $245 a week. That's freaking great. Pretty interesting, huh? Pretty freaking interesting. Pad split. What type of insurance should I get? Go to the training on my YouTube channel. It'll answer all the questions. Would this be the same as Furnish Finder, or like midterm rental? No, it's different. Midterm rentals, like insurance related rentals, those are really good too. I believe in midterm rental. I believe in all that kind of stuff as well. I think it's way more. Yeah, I'm telling you, go to Pad Split, let them manage it. They find my tenants, they manage the tenants, they market to the tenants, they collect the money from the tenants. Guys, oh my gosh. Naughty says, it's hard to find roommates that will get along though. I have 3 rent rooms here in LA because it's so pricey to live here. The challenge is you are managing it yourself. I would never manage this myself. How many people can be in a room? 1 person. By the way, every question you guys have asked so far, I actually haven't, I think it's in a free training. Here, let me pull it up. I'll give you guys a free training. Check this out. I do this on a lot of my channel where I will do a big, long walkthrough of a property, and then I will have a training attached to it. Let's pull it up. It's like a free little course. Do you have any objections by home insurance? No. I love more AI talk. I did that for 40 minutes. I can do it more next week if you guys want. What will places in like California do in the future? Same thing. Donna Bell is doing residential assisted living. I think she's doing the right thing for her. I don't want to do residential assisted living. I don't want to do that. It's not my personality. I think it's a personality type. You got to have a bleeding heart for people that are going through that stuff. So let's go back. Pace Morby, Pad Split. And let's see, 11 months ago, I believe I have a training right down here. There you go. Get free Pad Split training. Let me pull it up for you guys. I don't like that logo. Why does my team do that logo? That's silly. They think they're so sly. There you go. There's the training in the side chat. Okay. Pad Split training. Go and watch it. It will change the game for you. I actually interview the owners and the operators of Pad Split to break down every question you guys have already. So ask yourself this question. Are you going to have a job in 25 years? I hope not. I hope the job you have is property owner. I hope the job you have is somebody who understands how to rent out properties and rent them out to people who can't afford what regular rent is. So think about this. If a studio apartment in Arizona is $1,300, okay? If an average studio apartment in Arizona is $1,300 a month, and I go put a bedroom up on Pad Split, and I can rent that thing out for $900 a month, including utilities and cable and interwebs, how fast will I be able to fill that out? And now I'm appealing to people who are making less money. So think about this. Pace, how do I make money when the economy is soft and people are making less money and everything's getting more expensive? Creative people will find a way. Creative people will find a way. Pace, how do I make money if the market is going up and it's unaffordable to buy a house? Buy a house sub 2. I have not bought a house traditional financing in over 10 years. Sub 2 seller finance. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay. Okay, great. I bought a sub 2 deal. You broke it down on the YouTube channel. I'll go watch that. Okay, cool. Pace, I now have a sub 2 deal. How do I cash flow it? People can't afford my rent, and people aren't making a lot of money, and things are getting more expensive. Do pad split. Do pad split. It will change the game. And here's the goal, guys. You need to have 25 rentals to never have to work again. Jason Williams, I promise you, every question you have about pad split tonight, guys, every question you have tonight will be answered in this training that I'll give you right here in the side chat. Okay. Every single question. Every question that you have is there's a training right there. pacejmorby.com/pad split 590-908-7, whatever that stupid link is my team created. Click that link, go get the free training. Okay. Every question you have about pad splits answer there. Pace, are you still buying all your sub 2s in LLCs or trusts? I will never buy in a trust. I don't know why anybody uses a trust. That's an old school methodology that nobody does anymore. You buy sub 2 deals in an LLC. Great question. Okay. 25 doors. You want to never worry about money ever again? Get 25 houses, get 25 rentals. You're done. Never worry about money. Well, Pace, what about inflation? Guys, the cool thing is property values that you own go up with inflation. Rent rates go up with inflation. You are insulated from inflation. You are insulated from inflation. Should I be wholesaling and fixing flipping? Sure, you could do that. But you need to own real estate. Guys, the AI revolution is coming. And if you do not get ahead of it and you do not get 25 properties in your portfolio, you will be in pain. MD Randall says, what about an apartment? Yes, I own 1,500 apartment doors, only 300 single family doors. I am primarily focusing on multifamily now, but when you're brand new, don't do multifamily. Okay. What do you think of new construction? Waste of time. When you're brand new, new construction is a waste of time. When you're brand new, new construction is a waste of your time. Get a single family home that's already been built. Get rental income coming in immediately. Don't go do new construction. Stupid. You have no experience. You have no relationships. Don't go do new construction. Okay. Go watch the pad split training. Okay. And what I'll do next week is I'll break down the deal I did this week, how I got it, how I structured it, what I'm doing with it, how I'm going to make money on it. I'll break that all down next week. Okay. Break that all down next week. 1 hour long episode, guys. Hopefully you guys got a fire lit underneath you tonight. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you next week on Get Creative. I will be in Montana. We are moving to Montana for the summer. I'll be hanging out with a lot of my students up there in Montana this year for community camp and other stuff. I will be back next week breaking down my newest pad split deal on Get Creative. I'll see you guys later.